Welcome, everybody, to the Blackbelt Mindset Transformation Show, where every day, Monday to Friday, you get mindset, training, and diet and nutrition strategies to help you transform your life. I'm your host, Jason Reed, and on today's show, we're going to be over calendar. You can see I have a whiteboard back here behind me. You're going to see my kind of crappy writing, kind of scribbling over how I plan my week out and how I recommend you plan your week out. Now, if you already do this, great. You can kind of watch this for a couple extra benefits of things that I do that might help you out. Or if you don't do this at all, this is a good place to get started. Now, first of all, why do we plan things out? You may have heard the line in the past, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And most people in life have gotten by okay just getting it right, get things done when they come up. But if you want to get more out of life, if you want to squeeze more juice, if you get training in, time with your family, eat the right foods, this all takes planning in advance. And you can plan each day out. I recommend the night before. But today's video is all about planning your week out in advance. So the benefits are numerous. You're going to get your workout in. You can get the best food you plan in advance and ahead of time. So that way you have to go to the gas station or fast food and eat the crappy food that's on the menu. And then also plan a better strategy on how to get all this done throughout the week. It can also help you plan out your cheat meals or your days off if you need to. Now, I know a lot of people do this. They tell me, this doesn't work for me. I have kids, I have a job, I have other things that come up. I understand. I can relate. I have 2 kids, and I know that what it takes sometimes that you just don't sleep a lot. My college years, my first years, my kids are growing up, I worked for 14 hours a day. I trained for 2 to 4 hours, and I slept for 4 hours, and I saw my kids in the very beginning of the day and the very end of the day. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices to get those things done. But investing in yourself, invest in things that are most important to you so you can get the best benefit and value, that's what this is all about. So let's plan out your week in advance. We have 7 days in the week. This is where you guys get to find out how I do this as well too. And figuring out the most important things first. First, you have to sleep. But we got the days of the week over here. So we have Monday here. You can see my handwriting. It's not great here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. How does that look on the board? You can't read it very well. That's okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to kind of put lines in here. Hopefully you can kind of see what's happening here. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So first of all, let's plan out your work week, your sleeping time first. Now this is just, most of you guys have a sleep schedule already. It's like, I already sleep. When do you sleep? And getting consistent with your sleeping matters. So before we start jumping into this, the time you go to bed should be the same time every night. I know many of you guys have the same time you get up in the morning each time, and some of you have a hard time hitting the alarm. I used to be the same thing too. And then I found out from other people who make a lot more money than me, who get a lot more done, they said be consistent about the time you go to bed, get your body used to that each day, then you're going to wake up at the times you need to do each time. So I've changed that habit where I go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock each night, depending upon what else is going on. I used to be a 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning guy, get up at 4, 5, 6, 7, but that's changed. And why doesn't really matter, but that's what I do right now. So I do that. Generally, if I go to bed at 9 or 10, I usually get up at 2 or 3. I'm a 5 or 6 hour guy. I'm not saying that's right for you guys, but whatever time it is, you get up when your body tells you it's time to get up. And I usually give myself about 10 minutes in the morning just to kind of breathe a little bit, get going. But that's the first step, is doing that. I'll get to a video later on, but always start with gratitude in the morning of just being thankful to wake up. That's a huge deal. So again, we're going to go through this here Monday to Sunday. I know a lot of people start with Sunday. I think Monday's the start of the week, the way I've done it and the way my instructor taught me too. So figure out your hours of sleeping, be consistent there. Now let's go through. We have work, we have training, work and school. We have training, and we have our diets in there as well too. Work and school, let's put that in the first. This is something that many of us don't have control of, and we have to fill that time in. So fill that time in through the day. So let's say you get up and I'm just going to use a 6 o'clock in the morning type thing. We have a 9, 12, 3. I'm just kind of guessing this over here, 9, 6, and 9 p.m. here. So you have these different options today when your day gets started. All the way through the week, same thing. You kind of figure out when you're going to do these different strategies. Now, if you want to do it time by time, hour by hour, great. That's even better yet. But chunking things together makes things a little easier. And by the way, here's a quick strategy or a quick master's tip. If you don't have time to do it, do your workouts, get it done first thing in the day. That's what I do generally to get things going so I don't miss a workout. It's hard to skip a workout that already is done. And it's also a great way to get your mind engaged, get your body engaged, get oxygen to your body so you feel at your best. So, but you got to decide what's the first part. So for many people, they get up at 6 o'clock and their 9 o'clock is their first work part. So this part right here is their morning time to get everything done. Wake up, brush your teeth, shower, do whatever you're doing. If you can, this would be a great time to squeeze that workout in like we talked about. But let's say that you start working at 9 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock on, till 3 o'clock, this is your work hours right here. This is something you don't have control. Those are your school hours. These are things that are done no matter what. Can't do anything about it. So this time here, you have control here. So when you wake up till whenever you have to leave, again, we're saying you wake up at 6, leave at 9. That's whatever you can be. It can be sometimes you wake up at 7, you have to leave at 8. You decide for you how much time do you need so that way you can have the best day. If you're always in a hurry in the morning, you're always going to be in a hurry the rest of the day. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be short with people. My recommendation, and I think the people who do the best, is wake up when you feel like it and have the best start to your morning you can. If you have a good focus, a great attitude, great energy to go in the morning, you have videos like this to help you through, then you're going to have a better day. So start that off, and we can go over different strategies of working out, deep breath work, yoga, gratitude is what I do in the morning. You do whatever to get you charging going through the day. Next step, talked about work over here. You have after basically from 3 o'clock on till the end of the night. So for those of you who didn't get your workout done first thing in the morning, this could be option 1 is your workout. Yeah, I'm kind of throw this in here, workout. If you can't read it, don't worry, it's really bad handwriting. But you can do your workout, your breath work. You can do, if you don't do breath work, you can do what's called yoga. But you can take 5, 10, 15 minutes to get your day started. Clear your mind of anything that happened the night before. A lot of times we take whatever problems we had the day before and it goes along with us the next day and the next day and the next day. Get in the habit of starting your day fresh with nothing going inside your mind, just starting the day as a brand new day. It's also the best way to go to bed at night. Whatever problems are there, let it go. Spend the time focused on that, but we'll get to that later. So again, workout, breath work, yoga, get your body moving in the morning, do whatever you need to do to get it going. At the bare minimum, show gratitude. Decide what you're thankful for, who in your life you're thankful for, your past, your present, what are you thankful for in the future? Morning day, start off right. Next, let's say you didn't get your workout in. Let's say the workout's the first thing. Yes, I know you're tired after work. That's why sometimes it's good to get it done first. But if you didn't, no worries. Many people like to work out afterwards. What is your next step when you get home? Do you work out right away? Do you take time to just relax? For me, when I get home at night, now I work a little bit later in the day than most people do because I have the morning to myself and then I have the afternoon later on to do that. So I need about 5-10 minutes of just defusing. So many of you watch TV, many of you do whatever you need to do to just get your body relaxed. Brilliant idea. Take whatever time you need to do to defuse. Can breath work or be good? There's a thing called the vagus nerve. You can look this up, but basically slowing down your breathing where you breathe in for the count of 2, hold it for 2, and then breathe out for 4. Doing this breath work starts slowing your nerves down. So simply starting later or start when you get home, if you're stressed and you need to clear your mind, just start there. And all you can think about is just breathing. So quick master's tip right there. From there, after your workout, from there you get your mind cleared off. You let go whatever happened throughout the day. Now decide how do you want to spend the rest of your day? Do you have to run errands? Do you have to run the kids somewhere? Grocery store? Do you have chores to do? Do you want to get your workout in? Decide in advance. How are you going to have the most energy? How can you be present? How can you be the best you for what you need to do for the next coming time? So again, let's pretend that you did your workout here. If you didn't, get the workout in this spot here. And throughout the week, you can change this if you need to. For those of you guys in my martial arts classes or you those in martial arts, what time do you train each day through the week? So for some people, Monday is their martial arts day, and Wednesday, I'll just put in here TKD, and then we'll say Saturday. That's over here, boom. So right now, I got my workouts in either here or here. For many people, they do a small little 10-15 minutes, get yourself moving in the morning, and then there's a real workout down here. Got your 3 martial arts workouts here, even though you can't read it very well, and then you have 4 days off. If that's your start, that's it. Now, it can be taekwondo, football, moving, whatever that thing for you is. For some of you, it's walking, lifting weights, strength training. Doesn't matter, but at least 3 times a week is my recommendation to get your body moving. You decide what it is. If you want to take it to the next stage where you got 3 days of moving or 3 days of lifting, then add in 2 or 3 other days of other types of movement. It's easier for me, and I found most people, is to stay consistent. You can do these 3 workouts and leave them as is and you're good, but it takes a little effort to do this, and then you have a day off. It takes a little effort to do this, then you have 2 to 3 days off. My recommendation is do these 3 workouts, get your body used to it, and then start adding things in on those other days. Have your workouts or pick 2 to 3 days a week where you're kind of pushing a little bit, getting your body used to it, and then have what's called an active recovery day or getting your body used to it day. So what I do is I have 3 days. This is my workout, and this is why I recommend a lot of people. I have 3 days for the week that are specific martial art workouts. For me, it's Monday, Thursday, Saturday. These are my 3 days. So Monday, Thursday, Saturday, slightly different than Wednesday one here. But I also kick and punch at least 50 to 100 kicks every day. I'm a martial arts instructor, so I feel like if I'm going to teach it, I need to do it every morning. So for me, yoga, martial arts, this is here every single day, 7 days a week. That's what I do. For me here, I don't do martial arts in the afternoon. I like doing it first thing when I get up, gets my body going, gets my breath going, and I'll have to kick and punch later on today, so I want my body ready for that. As I've gotten older, I also know that it helps prepare me for my day even more. I do strength training. So what I would generally recommend and I do strength training 6 days a week. For many of you, that's excessive and overkill, and I don't recommend that. But for this case right here, let's say we're doing the martial arts 3 days a week, and you're looking to add some other strength training in. You could do different things where you could do a full body workout, push, pull legs, a push, pull. It's up to you on how you decide to do this, but let's pretend that you're gonna do 3 other days a week of strength training. We'll just say it's full body. Let's say I'll put strength here, I'll put full body here. So on Monday, you can do your workout or whatever it is, and the next day do a full body strength training workout. Do your martial arts or movement over here on a Wednesday. Then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do whatever you want. So let's just say you do another full body on Thursday. I'm kind of making this up. You do this to fit your schedule. And then I have Friday, Saturday. I put a taekwondo work on there. Okay, cool. This one here. Now, I recommend also having a day off. I'm not good at those, and my handwriting's really bad, so you can't tell. But having a day off right here throughout the week is to let your body recover. For most people, you might need 1, 2, or even 3 days off. Nothing wrong with that. I would say minimum 1, but for where you're at in your life, it may be different for everybody. I've just found as older, it's easier to stay consistent, maybe bring the intensity and the volume down a little bit. But that way I'm doing it throughout the week. So again, this is a way to get started the workout here. You plan what you're doing first. So you plan your morning, plan your work day, your school life, and then fill in the other time with when you can do it. And if you can't do it a lot, do it a little. 10 minutes of a workout is better than nothing. A little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. So this is your workout week here to get you started. Now I'm going to throw in diet next. We all need to eat to get ourselves going. And a lot of times people fast or try to go on fad diets and get rid of calories that drops them way down. It hurts their hormone levels, it hurts their focus or energy, they get irritable, be around. It's not the best way to lose weight long term. Making better choices each and every day, that's where you're going to get to where you're going to need to go long term. I don't know anybody who's got on a fad diet and just got it. I've tinkered with my diet so much over the years that I've just kept adding things on, changing things around, and seeing how it works for me. You can listen to doctors, and you'll have doctors on all different camps telling you to do everything, but you have to decide what's right for you. Here's a couple things that's true for everybody, whether you agree with me on all this stuff or not, is that processed foods are not the way to go. If it has a parent, if it's an animal, or if it's a fruit or a vegetable, those are your best bets altogether. If you believe that, then my recommendation, if you're strength training, is always start with protein first. It slows down the absorption of carbohydrates. And so my recommendation, if you're going to have your meals in time, always have the protein first. Now, when in here to have it throughout there, plan in advance. Are you going to eat in the morning and breakfast, at lunch and noon, at night? What are your times you're going to do this? If you get so busy and wrapped up with things, which has happened to every single person alive, then you get to the spot where you're hangry, where you're so irritable that you need something to eat. 2 problems on that. Number 1, that may be a little bit of hypoglycemic. If you don't know what that means your blood sugar is going cattywampus and you need food quickly. If you have protein first, your body's going to slow the digestion down. So that's my quick recommendation, is plan out when you're going to eat. 1, 2, 3 times, and plan those meals out in advance. So let's pretend you have breakfast right here. A lot of times, grab food and go. It's probably not the best thing. Grabbing a cereal or a candy bar or a drink that has a bunch of sugar in it, it's the worst way to start your day. A lot of times people say, what is the most important meal of the day? Is it breakfast? I don't know the answer to that. But if you've been sleeping for a while, your body is sensitive to whatever it comes in your body. The worse thing you put in your body, the more it's going to absorb it. So start out your day with the best meal you possibly can. My recommendation, eggs, meat, something like that to slow down absorption. That is the worst time to have your cereals, donuts, rolls in the morning. That's just my quick recommendation. That's what athletes and doctors have all said. If you're going to have any types of carbohydrates, my recommendation is fruit, not fruit juice, fruit. The fiber will slow it down. So figure out what you're going to eat out first thing in the morning, or drink water, drink coffee. You choose. Throughout the rest of the day, what are you going to eat? What are the meals you're going to have right after school, right after work, and then what kind of light meal are you going to have later in the day? And that's it. I would also, too, those of you guys who like to eat a lot, and those who are on a diet, or those who are trying to get better clean eating, have a day where you cheat, or have a day when you carb load or meal load, whatever you're trying to do. So for me, it's Sunday. This is the day here. You can decide your meals. So I decide on Monday, I'm going to have chicken. I'm just going to kind of write some stuff in here. Chicken and veggies. Looks like a good meal to me. And then for my lunch over here, I'll just kind of throw this in. I know it's kind of a mess over here. Then maybe I'm going to have fruit right here and cottage cheese. I'm making this up. These are different options here. So you can decide throughout the week when you're going to have the meals you're going to have in advance before that day even starts. And then also plan your meals out at night. Are you going to have what kind of meat, fruit, vegetables that have each day? Now, if you have other processed foods and you still eat those and have a hard time giving those up, I understand. As I was saying, going through the meals each week here, plan out when you're going to have your fruits, veggies, meat in advance. If you're going to have that cheat meal and you know it in advance, enjoy it. Let's say you have friends in town, they're coming in on a Friday or Saturday night, and you're going to spend time with your family. If you plan the weekend in advance, you eat healthy, you exercising, you're training, you're doing the things you need to do, you have no reason to feel bad for enjoying some good meals on the weekend. Have your pizza, have your pasta, have all that stuff that you love to have, your cookies, your treats. Why not? It gives your mind and your body a break, and it's not going to make any difference. You may have heard what's called the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time you're focused doing the things you need to do, and 20% of the time you just deal with life the best that comes up. So if you have those sugars, you have those treats, have them after you have protein first. And also don't have them every single day. Save a day or two of the week that you're going to have that, enjoy it, and pull it out all the way. So this is your planning strategy. No guest on today. This is all about planning your week out the best way you possibly can. So that's it. If you have any questions, do a couple things. Number one, write your questions in the comments below. And second, I have two things to do for you. Write your question in the comment below. Two, what is the thing that you do in your life that's helped you plan things out in advance? Do you use a calendar like a Google? Do you have it on a whiteboard like this? Do you have it in a piece of paper? How do you plan your life to get the best benefits out of this? And the last part is each and every day, remember Monday to Friday, we're going to have this channel. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video if you actually liked it and add some value, and then also hit the notifications icon so that way you can find out anytime I have a brand new video. Look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's video.